Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Copacabana Field in Prague, Czechia. This is the backdoor game of the Super Cup bracket, meaning that it's the final game of the losers bracket. It will feature a matchup between the Czech team of Žraloci Ledenice and the Danish side of the Hurricanes. Ledenice advance into this game after they beat the Mexican side of Pistones by a score of 10-2. The win credited to Patrick Jech, Gustavo Valdez picking up the loss, and Hurricanes dropped a close contest to the Hippos early this morning by a score of 4-3 in what was a very interesting ball game indeed. We're about to see a matchup between Marco Diaz and Jonas Heine. They are the starting pitchers for the game. As you can see, the Hurricanes are huddled around third base, sporting their black jerseys. They will be the home team for this game. And they are taking the field now, so we're going to have a quick look at their defensive lineup. So it will be Diaz to Andersen, Valdi Terkelsen playing first. We've got Sebastian Gil at second, Schaufus at third, Gomez playing short, and Lohman, Terkelsen, and Olesen is the outfield from left to right. They also got a designated player in the lineup. That will be Anders Svein, batting in the number 5 hole. And the first three batters of the lineup for Ledenice will be Kopečný, Ortelado, and Pokorny. Now, this is already game 12 for Ledenice. I talked to a couple of the players and the coaching staff as well. They're getting pretty tired, but they're going to give it all that they've got left and battle it out with the Hurricanes to secure a spot in the championship game, scheduled to start here at the Copacabana Field at 5 o'clock. The loser of this game will finish in the number 3 spot, so they'll take bronze medals. So great success already for the Ledenice team, who upset the Locos last night by a score of 6-1 in a exciting ball game that featured a couple of ejections, a lot of arguments, some base running errors, as well as some incredible strong hits. Now Kopečný ready to see the first one. He checks the swing, but it hits his bat, so that is foul. So the count on Kopečný 0-1. He went 2 for 3, I believe, in the previous game with a homer and a beautiful bunt to third. Now the changeup hit on the ground to second, picked up by Gil for the 4-3 ground out. 1 away. That will bring up Franco Ortelado. And as we mentioned during the broadcast this morning, some of the pitches coming in from Marco Diaz were clocked at 140 kilometers per hour. Incredible speed. Now Ortelado facing Diaz for the first time in this game. He takes ball one outside. Now the 1-0. Missed the zone, so 2-0 the count. So 2-0 the count now on Franco Ortelado. Now the 2-0 from Diaz. So 3-0, the count on Franco Hortelado with one away and nobody on, and David Pokorny, the batter, in the on-deck circle. Now Diaz deals, and that's a 4-pitch walk given up to Franco Hortelado, and that will bring up David Pokorny. Pokorny batting .257 for the tournament. Diaz with the pitch. Ball downstairs. Making the call behind the dish will be Tomislav Ozimec. We've got Ivon Averalo at first. As this pitch gets the call at the knees, umpiring at third, we have Michael Rengli. So they're still sticking through the three umpire system. Now the call on the count on Pokorny 1-1. Swings at the low drop ball 1-2. Pokorny batting 9 for 34 with 7 runs batted in. He hit a home run at the tournament. Now the 1-2. Big hard swing and a miss. Down swinging goes Pokorny, and that will bring up Jakub Vasicek, who's batting 4 for 24 with 3 home runs. Two away, Vasicek facing Diaz. And that one will get away, and that will allow Hortelado to get all the way to third, and that one gets away. Aggressive base running by Franco Hortelado, and Ledenice drew first blood here. Good base running there by Hortelado as Andersen did not catch the pitch, and it went off his helmet and the umpire's face mask all the way towards the area in front of first base. The first base dugout, then that throw got away, and Ledenice are up by 1 run. Now Diaz with the 1-0. Good pitch in the zone for strike, call strike 1, 1-1 on Vasicek now. The count 1-1 now as Diaz sets, and he's ready to deal the 1-1 offering. A big swing by Vasicek. 1-2 now. Looking at Marco Diaz's pitching stats from this year's ISC World Tournament, he pitched 32 2/3 for an ERA of 1.07. Struck out 53 batters. Pitched 2 complete game shutouts, and that one will get the call. So down looking goes Vasicek. So we'll be headed into the bottom part of the first inning, and Ledenice up by 1 run. So the starting defensive lineup for Ledenice is pretty much the same as it's been for a couple of days now. It will be Jonas Heine pitching to Marek Wolf. We've got Vasicek playing first, Tepilek second, Chuchma at third, Hortelado the shortstop, and the outfield from left to right, that will be Bureš, Kopečný, and Pokorny. The first 3 batters of the lineup for the Hurricanes will be Freddy Terkelson, Lukas Lohmann, and Valdi Terkelson, to be followed by Andersen, Svein, Gomez, Schaufus, Olesen, and Gill. As Jonas Heine will take his warm-up pitches. So Ledenice coming off of that big win against the Mexican side of Pistones. 3 innings pitched by Patrick Jech, and then 2 innings in relief by Jameson. They mercied the Mexican side by a score of 10-2. So pitching now for Ledenice will be Jonas Heine, who's tossed 29 innings at the tournament. Picked up 4 wins. He's got an ERA of 0.48. He's only started in 3 games. pitched 2 complete games. One of those a shutout. He struck out 45 batters. And Freddie Terkelson will get into the batter's box to face Heine for the first time in the game. Terkelson batting .438 for the tournament. Okay, Heine is ready to deliver his first game pitch of the day, facing Freddie Terkelson. Heine with the pitch, and that's hit on the ground, and that will be fair as it was touched by the first baseman Vasicek. So a sharp grounder for a base hit to Vasicek, who now isn't sure whether it was fair or not. It all happened so quickly there, I can't tell. So that would be probably scored as a lead-off double for Terkelson. So now batting is Lukas Lohmann. Lohmann batting 2 for 15 for the tournament. And the Hurricanes now have the runner in scoring position on at second. So now Heine with the pitch. Bunt swing for strike 1. We've got Valdi Terkelson in the on-deck circle. Now Heine with the 0-1 to Lohmann. That one misses downstairs. 1-1. The Hurricanes took the lead early this morning. They were up by a score of 3-1. But then the Hippos came back from behind, and that one is bunted foul as they're trying to bunt Terkelson over for his brother Valdi. The count now 1-2 on Lohmann. Nobody out. One runner on, that's Freddie Terkelson on at second base. That one misses downstairs. And that sharp grounder by Freddie Terkelson indeed scored as a leadoff double. Now the count on Lohmann is 2-2. Heine is ready with the pitch. Down in the dirt by Wolf. Wolf took care of it, kept the ball in front of him, and then as he was going to throw to second, the pitcher Jonas Heine was in his way, and now Lohmann didn't know what the count was, but the count is full now. I mean, they're gonna check again, but I believe the count was 2-2 before that. But let's give the umpires a chance to talk it out. And indeed, the count is 3-2. Decent turnout at the ballpark for this backdoor game, to be followed by the championship game at 5 o'clock. If you're in Prague, do come down to watch the championship game. It's definitely going to be worth it. Now the count full on Lohmann. Now Heine with the payoff. Swung on and missed. And now they go with the pickoff to second. Then the throw to third got away. So sliding safely head first into third was Freddie Terkelson, as that pickoff throw hit Jonas Heine on the back. He is tall and lanky, but he got in the way. So they now have the game-tying run on at third, 60 feet shy of home plate. Now with one away, they're going to intentionally walk Valdi Terkelsen with one away, and that will bring up Oscar Andersson. So the next batter is going to be Oscar Andersson, batting 4 for 22 for the tournament with 3 runs batted in. He's scored 3 runs, and he's hit for the cycle for the tournament. He's got a single, a double, a triple, and a home run. And they're going to put a pinch runner on for Valdi Terkelsen. That's Anton Larsen, I believe, number 34. So the runner's in the corners for the Hurricanes. With one away, Andersson already in the batter's box, ready to see the first offering of the at-bat. Heine with the pitch, runners going as the ball gets away from Wolf, but he kept it close enough to him to make sure the runner doesn't advance. Now the 1-0 to Andersson. That one misses low and in. Two 2-0 the count on Andersson. As Heine sets and he's ready to deliver. That one not given the call. Now they're going to ask the umpire where he saw the pitch. Seems that it was too high. 3-0 on Andersson. It's the bottom of first with Ledenice up by 1, but the Hurricanes have the go-ahead run on at second. Now the pitch misses upstairs, and as the first pitch was called a strike, even though it was dropped, then the count now is 3-1. So hitters count now for Oscar Andersson with one away. Now Andersson calls time, steps out of the box, and he'll step back in. And he'll be ready to see the 3-1 offering from Jonas Heine, who spent the summer in Canada. Now 3-1. Good pitch inside for called strike 2, so the count now full at 3-2 with one away. There's no runner on at first, so a ground ball into the infield. We can expect Terkelsen to try and score. So the count full. Now Heine with the payoff to Andersson. The pitch hit on the ground, and that will roll foul as Hukma wanted to make the bare hand catch. Fortunately for him, he did not touch the ball, so it rolled out. And indeed, with the hopping ground ball, Freddie Terkelsen took off trying to score, but everything will go back, and the count again at 3-2. So a quality at bat already for Oscar Andersson with one away, 2 runners on, and Heine getting the sign from Wolf. Now another payoff pitch by Heine. Good pitch, missed by a little bit. Good changeup there by Heine, and that will load the bases for Anders Svein, who We've got Gomez in the on-deck circle. Svein batting .273 at this tournament. 6 for 22. And that's on the ground, and that will get through, and it will score 1 run as the throw goes back to the infield. So 2 runs scored. Heine almost got that one, and that would have been at least the force out at home. Good piece of hitting there by Anders Svein. So the Hurricanes are now up by a score of 2-1. They got 2 more runners on at first and second. 1 away, and batting now will be Alex Gomez, who's 5 for 23 at the tournament. Heine getting the signs. Time is called. So the first pitch of the at-bat to Alex Gomez. Hard swing at that rise ball, plucking in at 116. Good movement on that pitch by Heine. 0-1 the count on Alex Gomez. With 1 away, 2 runners on, his team has taken the lead. Now he swings at the rise ball and hits it foul and out of play. So the previous play scored as a single to center field for 2 RBIs. Now the count 0-2 with 1 away, 2 runners on. Good changeup by Heine, chased by Gomez. So that's out number 2. And that will bring up William Schofus. Schofus going 4 for 20 with a double and a home run and 7 runs batted in. As time is called, and Gomez will be the temporary runner for the catcher on that second base. Bottom of first inning. Hurricanes up by 1 run. Jonas Heine ready to deliver the first pitch of the at-bat to Schofus. That drop ball missed downstairs. Want to know the count. Heine with the offering. Another pitch missing downstairs. The count now 2-0 on William Schofus, who calls time after the pitcher is already set, but time given by the ump nevertheless. So Heine with the 2-0. And that hits him on the shin or on the calf, and that will load the bases. So Heine struggling a bit with the command of his pitches. Early on, he's got the bases loaded now with 2 away. And the batter will be Kieran Ollison Fote. Ollison batting 3 for 12 with an RBI. Scored 3 runs. Two down. And Ollison ready to see the first offering of the at-bat. Now Heine. Rise ball swung on and missed by Ollison. count 0-1. And that one almost hit him, which would have forced in the run. The count 1-1. Third pitch of the at-bat. Heine deals. Drop ball misses outside. 2-1. Two balls and one strike. 2 out. Bases loaded. Bottom of the first inning. The Hurricanes up by 1 run. Heine deals, and that one misses low and in. Heine has thrown 25 pitches, and less than a half of those were strikes. So now hitter's count for Olesen. Heine with the pitch. That's a strike, so now the count full. 3-2. 2 away, bases loaded. The runners will be taking off on the pitch. As Heine gets ready to deliver the payoff in this at-bat. Gets the sign from Wolf. They're taking a long time with the signs. Normally they could just yell it at one another, but the third base coach Pavel Mashik speaks Czech, obviously. And that one misses upstairs, and Heine forces in a run. A wobbly start of the game for the tall hurler from South Bohemia. So that will bring up Sebastian Gill, number 11, the second baseman, batting 0.100. So that's the 9th batter that Heine is facing. Now the pitch for ball 1. And now the manager for Ledenice, Jaroslav Korčák, will step onto the diamond to go talk to Heine, as I think Yeh or Jameson will head to the bullpen to warm up. All right, defensive conference over now. The count on Sebastian Gill, 1-0. 3 runs scored in this inning for the Hurricanes. As Heine will set and will be ready to deal the 1-0 offering. Good pitch on the outside corner, 1-1. Now Heine with the 1-1 offering. He deals. Swung on and missed by Gill. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. And Heine will get ready for the 1-2 offering as the batter calls time and steps out of the box. So now Heine with the 1-2. Good pitch, and that will get the call for strike 3. So down looking goes Gill, the Hurricanes score 3 runs on 2 hits, an error. A bit of a wobbly inning to start the game by Heine, but we'll see whether he will settle in as we go on. He gave up 3 walks, 2 hits, and 3 runs. But he did strike out 3 batters. So we'll be back for the top of the 2nd inning after a short break. And we are ready to start the top part of the 2nd inning. It's Václav Bureš batting for Ledenice. Marco Diaz with the pitch. Strike 1. Now the count 0-1. An off-speed pitch misses upstairs, so 1-1 the count now. So it will be Bureš, Turek, and Chuchma batting now for Ledenice. Count on Bureš 1-1. He takes a hard swing at that rise ball. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Bureš batting 176 for the tournament. He's 6 for 33, scored 8 runs, 1 run batted in, struck out 14 times. High rise ball, laying off of it was Bureš, who will now see the 2-2 offering from Marco Diaz, the hard-throwing American. Now the 2-2, swing and a miss. Down swinging goes Bureš, and that will bring up Martin Turek, who hit a grand slam in the 1st inning of the game against the Pistones. Turek batting 6 for 24 with 2 homers and 9 runs batted in. Takes a big swing at the first drop ball. Swing and a miss. This is the first time ever that he's faced Marco Diaz, and that will be the case for most of the batters for Ledenice, with the exception maybe of Ortolado. Now the 0-1. That one missed the zone. 1-1 the count on Martin Turek. One ball, 1 strike on Turek, 1 away, nobody on. Diaz with the pitch, off speed, misses downstairs. Two balls and 1 strike on Martin Turek. The pitch, that will get the call at the knees. Again, Diaz with the heat. The hardest throwing guy at this tournament, and most likely on the face of the earth. Now, count even at 2. Swung on and missed by Turek, who shook his hand, and he's limping towards the dugout. I mean, this is game number 12 for Ledenice, and you can see that they're running on vapors right now. Well, they're not going to give up, and they're going to keep battling. Now, Victor Chuchma, who hit a triple in the game against the Mexican team, facing Diaz. That one almost hit him. Missed inside. Huchma, the third baseman. He's got 4 hits for 29 at-bats. Also hitting for the cycle of the tournament with a double, triple, and a home run and a single. Now the 1-0. No swing. And looks of exasperation for the Hurricanes, but that didn't look like a swing to me. But I'm no umpire. So the count now 2-0 with 2 away. Diaz deals. Good hard drop ball. Good swing by Huchma. 2 away, nobody on here in the top of the second inning. 2-1 the count on Viktor Huchma, the optician from Trovesvini. Now 2-1. Good pitch in the zone, but Huchma checked his swing. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away, nobody on. And Diaz with the 2-2 offering. And hit on the ground to third with the throw to first. Good pick by Freddie Terkelson, who's playing first. So 3 up and 3 down for Ledenice, and will be headed to the bottom of the second inning. Quick look at what's going on at Eagles. And Team Misgav has taken the lead over DVH. They are now up by a score of 5-0, and they're 3 outs away from clinching a spot in the Softball Europe Cup Championship game. Yalla yalla Team Misgav, as Jonas Heine still pitching for Ledenice. So Jonas Heine faced the entire lineup in the first inning, so leading things off for the second time today. Freddie Terkelson, he hit a leadoff double to start the game. And Heine is ready with the first pitch of the at-bat. Now he deals a changeup in the zone for a called strike 1. 0-1 now. Heine sets, and he will deal the 0-1 offering. That one missed the zone, so the count now even at 1. One ball and 1 strike. Wild pitch by Heine. A bit of the old chin music almost. 2 balls and 1 strike on Freddie Terkelson, who's been playing in the Czech top division for the Beavers this year, I believe. So next weekend there will be a matchup between the 2 Terkelson brothers. Now the 2-1, great changeup by Heine, hard swing by Freddie Terkelson. Now the 2-2 pitch, and another changeup, grounder to first. Good pick by Vasicek to retire Terkelson. Good start of the inning for Heine. A couple of great changeups. Well, looking at the Czech stats, doesn't seem that Hilde Terkelsen has made an appearance this year so far, so he's probably coming for the first time. Now Lohmann facing Heine. Good riser inside for called strike 1, 0-1. Lohmann struck out his first time up. Hard riser above the zone, 1-1 the count now. So the count even at 1 with 1 away. Now the pitch to Lohmann. A change up. Hit up in the air. Claimed by Tertilek, because that would have been a hard play for Vasicek to make. So that retires Lohmann, and it will bring up Valdi Terkelsen. He was given the intentional walk. And now they're going to re-enter as he was pinch run for earlier. It's his dad, Jens Terkelsen, making the call, telling the umpires. So 2 away now. Terkelsen going 11 for 22 at the tournament. Scored 8 runs, drove in 7. Now Heine with the first pitch of the at-bat. Good drop ball outside, missed just by a tiny little bit. 1-0 on Valdi Terkelsen. Good pitch inside. You might even expect to see the curve, even for the left-handed batter. It's a good pitch to induce a ground out or soft contact. 1-1 the count with 2 away. Heine sets and he deals. And that hits him on the lower back. So he will reach first safely for the second time today as he's walking slowly towards first. So that's the second hit batsman for Heine, I believe. So next up with 2 down, Oskar Andersen. He walked his first time up. Now the changeup hit up in the air into deep right center field, and under it comes Kopechny to make the catch. So that will retire the side. So after 2 full innings of play, Žraloci 1, the Hurricanes 3. We'll be back. And we're back for the top part of the 3rd inning. Leading things off for Ledenice will be Tomáš Tertilek. Just a quick look at the field at Eagles. Team Mizgaf from Israel still up by a score of 5-0. They're in the bottom of the 7th inning, so they're 3 outs away from securing a spot in the Silver Europe Cup Championship game. So now Tertilek about to face the hard-throwing Marco Diaz for the first time in his life. And Diaz with the pitch. Good pitch in the zone for a call, strike one. And it's Marek Wolf on deck now, and Patrik Kopečný in the hole. So now Diaz ready with the 0-1 pitch to Trtilek. Trtilek takes a hard swing and a miss, strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Now the 0-2 to Trtilek. High riser above the zone. 1 and 2. Now the 1-2 to Trtilek. And that one gets the call as Trtilek looks back at the umpire. Walking into the dugout. So down on strikes goes Trtilek, and batting now will be Marek Wolf, who hit a solo shot in the previous game. Change up to open the count. Nasty pitch. 0-1 now on Marek Wolf, who's batting .250 for the tournament in the number 9 hole. The catcher now, he hits 1-2, and now this time it's Valdi Terkelson playing first. So Wolf managed to put the game in play, and that will bring up Kopečný. Kopečný grounded out 4-3 to open the game. High riser, 1-0. Kopečný batting .258 for the tournament. The count on him 1-0. Diaz with the pitch, and that's hit the other way, foul. As Kopečný ended up on his left knee. Good hack by the leadoff batter for Ledenice. 1 ball and 1 strike. And now that's hit to second for another 4-3 ground out for Kopečný, who's managed to put the ball in play in both at-bats. So that takes care of the side in the top of the 3rd inning. No runs scored. No hits yet for Žraloci Ledenice, as we're going to take another quick look at the game between Team Mizgaf and DVH. And they're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Twisters up by 5 runs. Seth Russ doing the pitching. The Israeli pitching staff only gave up 1 hit so far. Now the runs were batted in by Rosenfeld, Bobrov, and Kamen. So Team Mizgaf on the verge of another big victory on their way to the championship game at the Softball Europe Cup. But let's get back to this game at Spectrum. It will be Svein Gomez and Schaufers batting now for the Hurricanes. Heine has struck out 3 over 2 innings, and now he's ready for the first pitch of the at-bat to Swain. They miss low and inside. One and 0 the count. That drop ball will be given the call for strike 1. 1-1 the count on Svein. And that's hit deep towards left field. But Bureš is there to make the catch. So that's out number 1. Next up, Alex Gomez. Solid contact there by Svein. And Heine ready with the first pitch to Gomez. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Count on Gomez, 0-1. Good pitch by Heine. Taken for a ball by Gomez, 1-1. Now the 1-1. Hit on the ground. Picked up by Heine and the throw to first in time for the out. Jonas Heine is a bit of a utility player. I mean, he can even play short. He's a pretty decent hitter himself, a left-handed hitter that is. And he's the pitching ace for the Sharks. Žraloci Ledenice. Batting now, Šaufas. Changeup misses outside. And Team Misgav have done it. They defeated DVH by a score of 5-0. So they're going to face Hoboken, I believe, in the final of the lower bracket. That one gets the call, so count even at 1. So congrats to the Israeli side, Yalla Yalla. They're going to play the championship game of the SE Cup for the second time in history. Now the 1-1 pitch to Šaufas misses outside. Swing and hit, foul ball. 2-2 the count. With 2 away, nobody on here in the bottom part of the 3rd inning. And Heine with the pitch. Rise ball misses upstairs, so the count now full, 3-2. As Heine gets ready to deliver the payoff pitch of this at bat, he deals, hit into right field, and that will be caught by the right fielder. That is David Pokorny, so he's not in the DP position for this game, so it's Turek hitting as the DP. So 3 up and 3 down for the Hurricanes. And after 3 innings of play, Žraloci 1, the Hurricanes 3. We'll be back. Leading things off for Žraloci Ledenice in the top of the 4th inning will be Franco Ortelado, who scored a run. He drew the walk on 4 pitches. A high riser to open the count, 1-0. And he advanced to second on a passed ball, went all the way to third, and then the bat throw allowed him to score. Now the 1-0. That one called on the outside corner, 1-1 the count. One ball, one strike on Hortelado. Hard swing at the low drop ball inside. 1-2 the count. Hortelado batting .344. He spent the summer in the U.S. playing for the Circle Tap Dukes. Also took a break to fulfill his national team duties. Now he swings at the rise ball and hits it foul. The count's still 1-2. Argentina punched their ticket to the World Cup next year at the Group B of the Stage 1 qualifier of that interesting new system introduced by WPSC. Now the 1-2, down in the dirt, 2-2. Two balls and two strikes on Franco Hortelado, el jugador de Argentina. Now the 2-2 pitch to him, down in the dirt, swung on and missed. The ball dropped by the catcher, but the throw made to first in time. Next up, David Pokorny. Struck out his first time up. He'll be followed by Vasicek. Nobody on here in the top of the fourth inning. Now Diaz with the pitch in the zone for a called strike one. So this is the second game of the day for Diaz, and if they win this one, he's going to have to pitch another one. But I was talking to Andre Lakomi, who was at the ISC tournament, now swinging a miss at a high rise ball, and he told me that Diaz pitched 3 games in a row on the championship Saturday, clinching the title for the Hill Chiefs United. Now the count 0-2 on Pokorny, and Diaz with the pitch. Changeup outside. And he's got a nasty changeup. If you combine it with the heat on his drop ball, that reaches 140 at times. He's a tough pitcher to face. Now, the 1-2 delivery to Pokorny. Good swing, hits it foul. Pokorny batting .250 for the tournament with an OPS of .706. Good battle by David Pokorny. The count 1-2. And Diaz with the pitch. Count even at 2. Diaz started his ISC career with the AWP Lumberjacks, who I'm told are folded for next season, but that's unofficial information. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the low drop ball. Good battle by Pokorny, but he did chase one out of the zone to go down swinging. Next up, Jakub Vasicek. So after a couple of seasons with the AWP Lumberjacks, Marco Diaz was picked up by the Hill Chiefs United. Was part of the pitching staff along with, I believe, Roman Godoy and Michael Holobratic, and Vasicek ready to face Diaz for the second time. Hard swing at the first pitch, 0-1. Now Marco Diaz is ready with the 0-1 pitch. Down in the dirt. Marco Diaz, a member of the USA men's national softball team. They've got a pretty good pitching battery right now with him and the lefty Kilpatrick. Now the 1-1. That's given the call. 1-2. And Vasicek ready to see the 1-2 offering from DS. He sets, he deals. Rise ball misses upstairs. The count even at 2 with 2 down. Nobody on. Ledenice down by 2 runs. All runs so far scored in the first inning. And Ledenice are yet to get a base hit. Good changeup down in the dirt, swung on by Vasicek, dropped by the catcher. The throw to first, a slight, well, not really a collision. I don't think anybody was trying to hurt anybody, but with the throw going where it was a dangerous situation. But nobody came to any harm, and will be headed into the bottom part of the 4th inning, with the Hurricanes still up by 2 runs.
Come on.
And it's one more warm-up pitch for Jonas Heine, and now I'm having a look at the total stats from this tournament. And at this point, there have been 154 home runs in total hit at the tournament, 1,076 hits. So the overall average, the overall batting average here at the tournament is .229. Now Olesen, the first batter for the Hurricanes, to be followed by Gill. Heine with the pitch, a bunt attempt. The corners come in, but he missed the pitch, so 0-1 the count. Now the 0-1. Good pitch, low and away, corner of the zone. 0-2 the count on Olesen now. So Heine seems to have settled in a little bit after that crazy first inning. Good rise ball chased by Olesen. So good morning, good afternoon, and good night. He goes down swinging, and that will bring up number 11, Sebastian Gill. And we've got Fredrik Terkelsen in the on-deck circle. And Gill ready to see the first pitch of the at-bat. A bunt attempt again, trying to get some traffic for the top of their lineup. 0-1 the count. Sebastian Gill batting .095 for the tournament, choking up on the bat a little bit. Now that pitch gets the call at the knees. 0-2 now. So Heine indeed beginning to look more like himself. And now the 0-2. Good rise ball. Good rise ball for the count. But a good job by Sebastian Gill laying off of it. So the 1-2 offering coming up next from the mechanical engineer from Ledenice, or from South Bohemia. Now the 1-2. Good rise ball swung on and missed. So that's strikeout number 5 for Heine, who graduated from the Czech Technical University, studying mechanical engineering, I believe. He's about to start his job working for Bosch in České Budějovice. Next up for the third time in this game, Freddie Terkelsen, who hit a double and grounded out to first. Now the first pitch of the at-bat. That's a good pitch to open the count. Freddie knew it was a strike, but he wasn't going to swing at that one. As we're looking at Lohman, pitcher, or the batter who's warming up. Now the 0-1 to Terkelsen. That one misses downstairs. One and one now. Heine deals. Hit on the ground, up the middle. That will be caught by the shortstop for the 6-3 ground out. Good job by Hortelado. So it was 3 up and 3 down for the Hurricanes, and will be headed to the top of the 5th inning with Bureš, Turek, and Chuchma. So Bureš ready to face Diaz for the second time in his life. That one missed the zone, 1-0. And looking at the stats from the IC World Tournament, Marco Diaz indeed pitched 3 games on Championship Saturday, a total of 16 innings. Now that's hit on the ground to second. Throw to first, good pick by Terkelsen. Good job by Bureš putting the ball in play. And that will bring up Martin Turek. Turek batting .240 for the tournament. He struck out his first time up. Diaz deals. Good swing at that riser into the net. 0-1. Now Turek ready to see the 0-1 offering. Diaz deals. Swing and a miss, strike 2. As Turek shakes his head in frustration. 0-2 with 1 away. And the stands here are packed. Hard swing. So Turek goes down swinging on 3 pitches. Next up, Viktor Chuchma. Chuchma 0-1, 0 for 1 today. So he's facing Diaz for the second time. Diaz with the pitch. They start with a changeup as it got away from the catcher. Now the 1-0 to Chuchma. Another changeup. 2-0. Hukma swings at the 2-0 offering, swing and a miss, strike 1. He's batting .133 for the tournament. He had a triple against Pistones de Mexico. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 away. The pitch. High rise ball laying off of it was Hukma. 3 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count now for Hukma. Now a check swing. They appeal to the first base umpire. The call is yes, he went. Nobody's arguing the call. 3-2 now, with 2 away. And now Diaz with the payoff. And that one's in the zone. Decent at bat by Hukma, but he goes down looking, and that will have been strikeout number 10 for Marco Diaz, who's got an ERA of 0.88. So we'll be heading to the bottom of 5th. With Lohman, Terkelson, and Anderson. And we are ready to start the bottom part of the 5th inning. Leading things off for the Hurricanes will be Lucas Lohman. I believe this is game number 102 at this tournament. There are 2 more games scheduled after this, 1 at Eagles and 1 here. Heine with the first pitch of the at-bat to Lohman. That misses low and outside. 1-0. We've got Valde Terkelson in the on-deck circle. Now Heine with a 1-0 pitch. A drop ball for a strike at the knees outside. 1-1 the count. Heine with the 1-1 delivery. That's hit foul, so the count now 1-2. Heine has thrown 70 pitches, 41 strikes. And now Heine with the 1-2. Changeup down in the dirt. One ball, 2 strikes. Heine with the pitch, and that's hit the other way, foul. Lohman made good contact. I think I saw Lucas Lohman's name in the stats and play-by-play from this year's fast pitch national championship in New Zealand. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Heine deals, and that's hit into left center field, and Kopechny will make the running catch. Next up with one away, Valde Turkelson. And Turkelson still with a batting average of 0.5. So he got a successful base hit 50% of his at-bats. And Heine ready with the first pitch of the at-bat. Good changeup curving towards the left-handed batter. Missed the zone. 1-0 the count. Second pitch of the at-bat gets the call. 1-1 the count. Now the 1-1 hit on the ground, foul. And I'm looking at Valde Turkelson's hitting stats from the past 4 European Super Cups. And he's batting 31 for 78 with five homers and 25 runs batted in for a batting average of .397. And now Heine is ready to deliver the 1-2 offering. Another changeup hit foul. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Turkelson was going to call time. He was not given the time, so he fouls this one away. He took a bit of a mean look at the umpire, but it seemed that Heine was already set to throw, at which point I don't think you're supposed to give the hitter timeout, but again, I'm no umpire. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 away. Heine with the pitch. High rise ball. Bit of the old chin music there. 2-2. So the count even at 2 with 1 away. Heine with the pitch, and that's hit the other way. Hortelado sprinting towards left field. But that was hit into no man's land. By the sound of it, may have been hit somewhere around the handle. Good base hit for Valde Turkelson, bringing his batting average even above 500. Next up, Oscar Anderson, the catcher. He's 0 for 1 today. He walked once and scored a run. 1 away. Turkelson the runner on at first, and Heine with the pitch. They open the count with a strike, so 0-1 now. That one is hit foul the other way. Owing to the count on Oscar Anderson. And Heine with the high rise ball laying off of Oscar Anderson. 1-2 now with 1 away and 1 runner on here in the bottom of the 5th inning of this backdoor game of the Super Cup bracket. The winner will clinch a spot in the championship games. game. And now the changeup hit on the ground, foul. So as I already said, this is game number 12 for Ledenice. One and two now on Anderson. And Oscar Anderson goes down looking on that pitch inside. Next up with two down, and there's Svein. Svein is batting 1 for 2 today. He had a 2 RBI single in the first inning. Heine with the pitch. Strike inside. And this is game number 9 of the tournament for the Hurricanes. Drop ball missed downstairs. 1-1 the count. And I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces here at the ballpark. Everybody came to witness top man's fast pitch. Changeup missing upstairs, 2-1. Two and one the count on Svein. Heine with the pitch. A weird swing by Anders Svein. The designated player in this game can also play in the corners or do the catching. He's been around for many years. I have no idea how many times he may have appeared at the Super Cup. That one is at foul. Count 2-2. As I mentioned earlier today, as far as I know, the Hurricanes have won the tournament 4 times. They took silver one, bronze in 2015 in their other team. Now that 2-2 pitch is fouled into the netting behind home plate. I remember that tournament in 2015. That was the first one that was broadcast live back then. The Hurricanes had an impressive run through the tournament. Now the 2-2 pitch hit foul. I believe that Freddie Turkelson got injured. Probably he pulled a hamstring on that one. So I think Jens Turkelson had to start at first base. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 out. I remember that one late evening game where the lights kept failing on us. Now 2-2. Changeup missing outside, so the count full now for Svein. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, so Turkelson will be going with the pitch. Good lying at bat by Svein, battling it out against Heine. Now the payoff, hit foul yet again. Svein eating up pitch after pitch. So this will probably be pitch number 10 or 11 of the at-bat. Good battle by Anders Svein. As Wolf asked for time to go talk to Heine. So another payoff pitch coming up next from Jonas Heine. Great battle there by Anders Svein, who's batting 1 for 2 today with 2 RBIs. Heine with the pitch, and that's hit on the ground, and it finds the 5-6 hole. What an at-bat that was for Anders Svein, who comes through with a base hit to left field. So that will bring up Gomez, but they're going to turn to, oh no, they're going to put in a pinch runner for Svein, who's probably not fit to run after a full week of softball. 2 away, 2 runners on. The batter will be Adex Gomez. Two away. First pitch of the at-bat down in the dirt. Good pick by Wolf. Now the 1-0. We're 2 away. Valdi Terkelson, the runner in scoring position, on at second. Now the pitch to Gomez. Hit on the ground. Foul picked up by Wolf. And there's a Mexican fiesta on the way, it seems, behind the backstop with players from the Pistones squad having a good time. Now 1 ball, 1 strike on Gomez with 2 away, 2 runners on. Heine with the 1-1 pitch. Rise ball missed upstairs. Two and 1, the count on Adex Gomez, and now Terkelson signaling the illegal pitch from second base, laughing it off as he set his hands and reset. Now the 2-1. They go outside with the drop ball. I mean, they weren't sure about the signs because they know that Valdi Terkelson is looking at them. So I believe they made the agreement vocally with actually Jonas, the pitcher, telling his catcher what he's going to throw. Now the count even at 2 with 2 away. Heine with the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. No runs scored in the bottom of 5th. After 5 full innings of play. Žraloci 1, the Hurricanes 3. We'll be back.
Nej, det var Kjøen, der kastede forbi.
So leading things off for Ledenice in the top part of the 6th inning will be number 88, Tomáš Trtílek. 0 for 1 today, or this game. Struck out his first time up. 1-0 the count. We have Marek Wolf in the on-deck circle and Patrik Kopečný in the hole. Now the 1-0 to Trtílek. All the way into the backstop, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Hitter's count for number 88, Tomáš Trtílek. Diaz with the pitch. 3-0 on Trtílek. Now the 3-0. And that's ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Trtílek as Marek Wolf will step into the batter's box for his second at-bat of the game. I believe he grounded out his first time up. Now Diaz with the pitch, and that one gets the call outside. 0-1 now. Diaz will set, and he'll deal. Bunt shown, and that's bunted foul on the higher rise ball. So 0 to the count already on Marek Wolf. A landscaping contractor, gardener if you will. Now the 0-2 to him. And that one given the call by the home plate umpires. So down on 3 strikes goes Wolf. Next up Patrik Kopečný, 0-2 against Diaz. One down, 1 runner on. Diaz with the pitch. Kopečný took a couple of strides. He played a beautiful bunt for a base hit earlier today against the Mexican team of Pistones. The count on him now 1-0. Diaz with the pitch, and that's hit the other way, right at the left fielder. Next up, Franco Hortelado. And Hortelado takes the first pitch of the at-bat in the zone for called strike 1, so the count on him 0-1. 2 away, Trtílek the runner on at first. Diaz with the 0-1 offering, and that's hit softly behind second base. And Trtílek is held up at third. Good piece of hitting there by Hortelado, and that takes care of the no-hitter for Diaz, who took the no-no into the 6th inning. Next up, Pokorný with 2 runners on. Pokorný struck out twice in this game, so for the 3rd time in his life, he gets to face Marco Diaz. And Diaz with the pitch. Good pitch outside. (0-1) the count now on David Pokorný. He's batting .243 for the tournament. Now the 0-1 from Diaz. Swing and a miss on that drop ball. 0-2. Down in the count early on in the at-bat is Pokorny. After 2 pitches, he's down 0-2. As we were looking at Jakub Vasicek. And this is Tomáš Trtílek, the runner on at second. And Diaz with the pitch. He deals. And that's hit softly towards second for the 4-3 ground out. So Ledenice leave 2 stranded in the top of the 6th inning. And we'll be headed to the bottom of 6th, where Ledenice are going to try and preserve the score at what it is now to give themselves a fighting chance for the top of the 7th inning. It's still Jonáš Heini pitching for Ledenice. He struggled early on, but then he settled in. He has struck out 7 batters. He's got an ERA of 1.03. So we are about to start the bottom part of the 6th inning of this backdoor game of the Super Cup bracket. The winner will advance to the championship game scheduled to start here at 5 o'clock. And the loser will be taking bronze medals. William Schaufus now facing Jonáš Heini, and the first pitch of the at-bat, strike outside. Schaufus 0 for 1. That one is hit up in the air and foul. Owing to the count on William Schaufus, who's batting .190 for the tournament. Now they're going to go with the drop ball outside. And they do, and that one's given the call. So a 3-pitch strikeout for Heini, strikeout number 8. Now batting Olesen. Who's got 1 RBI. Heini with the pitch. Good pitch inside for a called strike 1. Now the count 0-1. Rise ball at the hands. Count now even at 1. Count 1-1. Heini with the pitch. Strike up the middle. 1-2 now. One away. Nobody on in the bottom of 6th. Hurricanes up by 2 runs. Heini with the rise ball. 2-2 the count. Now the 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to second. Caught by Trtílek. Good defensive play by the second baseman. And that will bring up Kieran Olesen Fout. choking up on his bat a little bit. And Heine ready to open the at-bat. Now bunt foul, so the number 9. I'm sorry, so the hitter obviously is Sebastian Gill, number 11, because we've got Freddie Turkelson in the on-deck circle. Sorry for the confusion. My sincere apologies. Now the 0-1 from Heine. That one missed inside. So Sebastian Gill is trying to get on base for the top of the lineup as the Hurricanes are looking to get an insurance run before the top of the 7th inning. Now Heine with the 1-1. Two balls and one strike. Sebastian Gill, 20 years old, listed as infield and outfield, and now that's hit at Vasicek, who had a bit of a trouble with the ball at first, but he managed to keep it underneath him. I mean, it took a strange hop. Good play there. So after 6 innings of play, Žraloci 1, the Hurricanes 3. And that will be the last chance at this tournament for Žraloci Ledenice, who need to score at least 2 runs to force the bottom of 7th. We'll be back in a couple of moments. And we're back for the top of the 7th inning. Jakub Vasicek batting now for Ledenice. So it will be Vasicek, Bureš, and Turek. The count 1-0 on Vasicek, who struck out twice today. Diaz with the pitch. Strike at the knees. 1-1 the count. The count even at 1. Third pitch of the at-bat. Diaz deals. Hard swing by Vasicek. Swing and a miss, strike 2. One into the count on Vasicek, and Diaz deals. And that one's sitting at the knees for a called strike 3. Down looking goes Vasicek. Batting next, number 10, Václav Bureš, and it's Karel Socher now in the on-deck circle. He'll be given a pinch hitting appearance. I wonder if he's going to get hit by pitch. I hope not, but he has reached safely in probably all of his pinch hitting appearances here. Now the 0-1 to Bureš. Off speed outside, 1-1. One out, 1 ball, 1 strike, no runners on. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Diaz ready to deal. And that one's at foul. So the count now 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And chasing that high rise ball was Buresh, so he goes down swinging. And now batting number 37, Karel Socher. So Socher is going 2 for 10 for the tournament. Both of his hits were doubles. And he chases the changeup down in the dirt to open the count. So now he's going to have to regroup and refocus. The count 0-1. Good pitch at the knees for called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. And the Hurricanes are 1 strike away and 1 out away from clinching their spot in the championship game. Diaz gets the sign, he sets, and he's ready to deal. The pitch swung on and missed by Socher, and that concludes the game and the tournament for Ledenice, who will be bringing a couple of bronze medals with them, traveling down to South Bohemia. An impressive run through the tournament for Ledenice. And we'll see a repeat of the morning game. So the championship game for the Super Cup bracket is to feature the Hippos against the Hurricanes. And let's hope that the game is at least as interesting as the one this morning was, in which the Hippos came out victorious by a score of 4-3. We can definitely expect to see yet another matchup between Pimentel and Diaz. So that game will start in about 80 minutes. So they will prep the field. The teams will relax and then warm up again, and they'll be ready to play. In the meantime, you can watch the championship game in the Softball Europe Cup bracket. That will start in about 20 minutes at Eagles Field 1. And that will be a game between Hoboken and Twister Team Misgav. So we'll be back to bring you one more game here at the WBSC Europe Broadcasting platform. Thanks for watching, and see you in about 8 minutes. Goodbye.